Good morning, children. Welcome to today's online class. As in the previous week, I already started this chapter Fundamental Rights and Duties. And in the chapter, I was teaching you about the rights which are given to us by our Constitution. As in the previous chapter, I already taught you about the Constitution. So, in this chapter, we are going through the fundamental rights and duties provided to us by our Constitution. And in our Constitution, citizens are given certain rights known as fundamental rights. And among them, first of all, right to equality, which I already taught you in the previous week. Children, look at here. Fundamental rights: right to freedom, right to equality, right to religious freedom, right to judiciary, on destruction of the fundamental rights, culture and education right, and right against exploitation. These all are the fundamental rights as I taught you last week. And as I already taught you that equality has been amended for every citizen, it means nobody can through from any person from any kind of the job, whether it's a government or private job, in the basis of the caste or religious. And untouchability is a crime according to the constitution, and any citizen having a right to use public places like hospital, school, college, tourist place, building or touring any other places and using them. Next, we are having a rights to freedom. Freedom, it means everyone know that is Azadi. There is always a difference between two people, the behavior, character, as well point of view. As five fingers are not equal, likewise, every person is different from other person. So their activity also be different, and all people do not have the same interest in profession and ideas. In fact, they never used to get the same opportunity which they need. So, in the constitution, they have their own freedom of speech and expression. So, they can express their view in certain topics. In our constitution, people were given right to live with their own dignity. They cannot be arrested or restricted in any other manner. According to the law and order Kanun, a criminal can be prisoned whether he will be a leader, either he is a actor, either a common person. If they have done crime, it means definitely they will get the punishment for the same. Next, right against exploitation. Exploitation means taking advantage of one's problem and not giving actual wages for his work. It means whatever work we are doing or any other work is doing, and if the wages are fixed, then definitely they have to pay the wages for the particular work. In our society, many times we have seen a different type of exploitation, like working the whole day. Women were paid less wages compared to men. Any construction sites also you can see that both men and women, they were working over there, but comparison to men, women are getting less wages. In fact, in the big railway station, bus stop, little children at the age of learning and playing, they are bound to collect things for the garbage and all. Every day in our society also you can see that many small child are there, children are there, those who used to collect the things from the garbage, and sometimes they have to face a different type of the fatal diseases also. So this is also a type of expectation, because at the young age they have right to go to the school, they right to get to the education, but in spite of that they are working, they are born to collect the things from the garbage. In constitution, it has been said that the children below 14 years of age should not be employed in factories or mines. They should not be engaged in hazardous employment. Khatarnak ya bhayankar. Make likewise making beedies, making cracker it means patake, carpet making, and also lifting luggage. Such works are strictly prohibited for children. It means under the 14 years of age, they are not allowed to do any kind of the work. For example, I want to give you according to the chapter, if a laborer of a village has borrowed money for the moneylender, and if he is not able to return it, then moneylender have to work in the land exchange of the money, and they are known as the bonded labor. It means they are working but they are not getting pay. So next year, till now I taught you already right to freedom of religion. As we know that in India different religions are there, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, आपस में है भाई भाई. This line is we are performing in our India. People of many religions live in India. They all have the right to believe the religion of the choice. As well they have freedom of practicing their own customs and tradition. Definitely everyone have seen that we are celebrating Eid, then we are celebrating Guru Nanak Jayanti, we are celebrating Dasara, Diwali and Holi. So these all festival we are celebrating. Any person can preach their religion. It means if they are residing in India, it is not compulsory, not necessary that they have to go to the only Hinduism. They can go to their own religion. Every religion is equal for Indian government, and it cannot be encourage any religion. Our government never said that if you are residing in India then you have to follow only Hindu. Our government, in fact, on a constitution never used to say like that. Religious activity should be made compulsory in school, colleges and technical institution. In our country, religious freedom is marked with some limitation so that people cannot act in any inhuman and fundamentalist way in the name of religion. It means our constitution has bonded us that religious freedom they have given, but it should be in the some limitation. It means in the name of the religion we can't humiliate any other person. For example, some of the communities the custom to kill the girl child at the time of her birth. Suppose some may say it is a religious practice. Many of the community there is a custom that while giving the birth a baby child, then they said it is religious practice that they have to kill her. If they kill the girl child, it should not be supported. It means if it all the custom rituals, different customs are there, rituals are there in our country, then it doesn't mean that we are going to support illegally. Crime like child mortality cannot be done in the name of religion. In the name of religion we can't do such type of evils. In this manner, sati pratha, you already have heard about the sati pratha in the history portion. Either in the further classes you are going to know about the sati pratha. Cannot be practiced in the name of religion. Sati pratha is a pratha during the Britishers, that if a girl's husband dies, then definitely the girl also has to burn along with her husband. So come to the next, that is the educational culture, right? Educational, everyone by name itself everyone can know that what I'm going to teach you right now. People of different language religions live in India, that everyone know that. They have their own culture. Our constitution has given them right to secure their culture, language and written script. Our constitution have given the all the people of our country to secure their culture, language and written script. In fact, in constitution it has been said that minority groups can establish school. Minority in the sense those who are in less in number. As India is Hindu country, the rest other religions are known as a minority. They can also establish a school, college and university to their own religion and language. And they have also freedom for the running these institution. Our constitution has given such rights. These institutions are given grant by the government after they fulfill the norms of the government. Whatever the rules and regulations they have to follow by the government only. Minority groups are identified mostly by language and religion. As just now I told you that India is a Hindu country, and any other religion they are known as a minority. Anyone is minority or not, that depends upon where they live. For example, if Maharashtra people speaking Marathi, they are not a minority. But in West Bengal, if they are considered as a minority only, it means suppose it is a Chhattisgarh. So we all are in Chhattisgarh, we are speaking Chhattisgarhi. But if we are going to Bihar and we are speaking over there Chhattisgarh, we are living over there, then we are going to known as a minority. So come to the next, that is the right to constitutional remediation. Fundamental rights and important rights for the citizen. Every citizen have their fundamental rights, because these rights used to helps to perfect two other given rights. This right helps to perfect one to given other's right, And if the citizen fundamental rights are violated, if a citizen, we Indians are, we are going to violate the, we are being violated by the fundamental right, then we have right to go to the high court or supreme court. It means the rights which are given to us by our constitution, if any other person are violated, it means जो हमको अपना अधिकार दे नहीं रहा है, for that we can go to the high court or supreme court. If a person of any group feels that fundamental rights are violated, and that affected person can appeal also. But it is not necessary to go to the court individually. Any person of any institution or group member can appeal against the government that that particular rights which are given to us is being violated by the particular person or particular community or the particular state. And this type of appeal is known as a written petition or the public interest litigation. Please put underline over here those who having textbooks. Here one box is given over there that you can read yourself only just to understand that one. One session judge was hearing a case of person named Dakula. Here also a small story is there that you can read yourself so you can understand more easily. Right to freedom, then right against exploitation, rights to freedom of religions, then right to education and culture rights, and finally right to constitutional remedies. So after that, as according to our chapter, we are learning, we are studying fundamental rights and duties. So till now I taught you about the fundamental rights. So a part of the rights, we having some certain duties also which are given by the constitution. What are the duties? Let us see. As these are our fundamental right and also our duties, we have some responsibility toward those who are living nearby. To get our rights, just to get our rights, we have to obey some duties also. So let us see what are they. First one, to obey the constitution, its rules, and also respect a national flag and national anthem. Everyone know that being an Indian, we have to must follow the constitution rules and regulation, and we have to respect our national flag as well the national anthem. Next, to serve for the nation, also protect her. It is our prime duty that we will conserve our independence and national development. As after very hard we got our independence, it is our prime duty that we have to conserve the same. Next, to maintain independence, unity and integrity of nation is our duty. It leads to friendship and cooperation. Fourth one, we should respect all the religions, language and culture. It is our duty. We have to respect all the religions which we can get in our India as well as languages and culture. Next, to protect nation's culture and heritage. Whatever culture and heritage we are having in our country, we have to must respect as well we have to protect them. To protect, next is that to protect our environment is compulsory duty. We are totally depends upon that. Without a clean environment, the thought of healthy human life is not at all possible. If environment will be clean, then definitely human body will also clean. Next, scientific thoughts and development humanity is a duty of all the Indians. It means how we have to develop our country by the scientific methods. It is our prime duty. To protect and save the public property like school, hospital, rail, bus stop, post office, etc. It is our duty to save these all public properties. Next, to respect all citizens and not to dishonor them is our duty. It is our duty that we have to must respect all the citizens, and we have to must, we are not allowed to dishonor them is our duty. Last but not the least, it is compulsory duty of all the parents and guardians to avail the opportunity to educate the child below 14 years. It means it is a very compulsory duty to the parents that they have to must give opportunity to their children, those who are under 14, to educate themselves. So this is all about your children, the fundamental rights and duties. Hope you understood this chapter and you come to know about the rights as well the basic duty of the citizen which are given by the constitution. It means if we need our rights then definitely we have to follow the duties also. So children, in the next class you will be getting notes of this chapter in the pdf as a pdf in the assignment section of this particular app. Thank you.